Hello everyone, and today we're going to be taking a step back from coding to kind of go over, what's behind the scenes of your laptop or your computer, okay? So if you have a Mac, of course, you should click on the Mac version of this video, but I'm going to be showing you, how the file system works in Windows, because from here on out, this is advanced Python, so we're actually going to be coding on something called an IDE, which is stored on your local system rather than online, okay? And if you already know how the file system works, then you don't have to watch this video, but I'm also going to go over some good organizational practices for your projects. I think you should watch that as well if you're interested in that. So let's get started. First thing I want to do is I want to minimize out of this Chrome tab because we've always been seeing this in videos. And as you can see, we have a completely brand new desktop. So yours might be filled with apps that you have for school or games like this. But these are just some of the apps that I have right now. Okay. You can also create new files, right? You can create new text files, hi.txt. And I just do .txt because it's the extension, right? And then we can click on them and say hello, and then you have to make sure that you save the file before Xing out. Okay, because if you don't save the file, right, it'll warn you, but if you don't save it, then it won't save, right? So you need to make sure you save the files so that your work isn't lost. Okay, that's just an introduction to the desktop. We'll come back here in a bit. Let's look at our file explorer. So we're right here, our file explorer, this full screen. So we have a few things, right? Let's go down one by one. Quick access isn't that important. It's just helpful to open up recent files. That's it. Downloads is extremely important. Okay, so this is you probably already know this because you have online school. But what you gotta do is let's take for example in our games we'll probably have to download images and sounds. So let's search up an image of a cookie, and then let's download it. Okay. Okay. So we right click on this, we click save as, and then we can download it as a JPEG image. Let's rename this to cookie. And remember, this is good practice. Always rename your downloads to something that makes sense. This is cookie.jpg. Now in our downloads, we can see we have cookie.jpg. Now this folder will get really, really big as time goes on. So if you have files that you're not using, make sure to delete them because you do want to, make sure you have storage space and your computer isn't filled with garbage. Now documents. This isn't actually what a lot of people do, but this is what I like to do. I like to keep all of my important folders in here, including my programming folders. Okay, people keep their programming folders actually in other folders, but I like to keep it here because it's really accessible and easy to use. So let's go over some of when you right click. Okay, let's click the right click button. We'll see this little dialog box right here. Okay, so the most important thing right here, none of these aren't really important, but when we click new, we can do a few things, okay? We can create a folder or a compressed zip folder, okay? And a text document. With text document, it's pretty obvious, right? We've already kind of used this, but a folder, let's talk about this, okay? When you create a folder, let's rename this to a project, right? Let's say we're creating a game, a text adventure game, text adventure game, okay? You want to make sure the folder name is relevant. And then inside, right, you'll probably open this in your code editor. And then you should always have folders for your images. Always have a folder for your sounds. And you should always have a folder for your scripts. Okay, because we will have multiple Python folders. Okay. Um, you don't really have to have this because you're using Python, right? And there might only be one, but if you're having multiple Python to call files, then you should have, a folder with scripts. Okay, so let's drag and drop this cookie to our images. But we don't have to drag and drop it. All we can do is we can do Control X, okay, or cut. the cut button right here. Okay, so let's cut this, go here, and then let's paste this. And there are shortcuts for this: Control V, Control X. You know, you can search them up. And now we have a cookie image right here. Okay. Few more important things or tips and tricks is that here in pictures, we have camera roll, save pictures. Let's ignore that. We can also do I don't know what that was. We can also do screenshots. So let's take a look. Okay, we have a Google Chrome right now. Let's take a screenshot of this page. So all you have to do is do Windows print screen. Okay, follow me. Windows print screen. Find the print screen button and press it at the same time. Like that. I'm getting a lot of pop-ups, so let's ignore them. And then as you can see, there's a new folder created called screenshots, and I'll have our screenshot. And this is again how you can probably send screenshots to me on Discord if you have any trouble with your code. Um, Another thing you can do is you can record videos using the Windows Alt R key, or you can download the software called OBS, which is really good, and search up a tutorial on how to set that up. So I'm using OBS right now, and actually I have folders ready to organize this type of stuff. But let me show you another way you can record. You can press Windows Alt R, and it should work on your computer. Since I'm already recording, I can't do it, but I'll make sure to pop it up on the screen so you can see some of the shortcuts at the end of this video. And I think that's all. Just make sure that you have good file organization. Keep your folders clean. Thanks for watching.